The Gaming Legend 3D Productions. Hello. Hello there viewers, and welcome to my review on Grid 2 for the Xbox 360. As you can see, we've got a title menu. This is for the career mode, of course. I'm just going to do a custom event and show you the game itself, show off how it looks, if it's any better than Grid 1. To me, it's a really good game. Graphically wise, it beats Grid 1 all over, but you've got to remember that Grid 1 was made in 2006. But as a game, I think it doesn't. The racetracks, they all, as you can see, they all seem just city. There's a few racetracks in there like Brands Hatch, which I'm quite happy about, but I was looking for Donington and Nürburgring. I think Nürburgring may be in there, but it's only the small Grand Prix track. As you can see, I'm only going to use Tier 1 cars because the Tier 4 cars are quite fast and I don't really want to crash all the time in the video. As you can see, they still use the custom events, the welcome, showing you how many custom events you've done, how many races you've done, how many corners you took, how many overtakes you took. All the essentials like that, what they used in the first grid and they used for a lot of their Codemasters games, especially Formula 1 and the Dirt franchise. I hope to do videos on Dirt 3 and Formula 1 2013, maybe the new one, but I'll do that on a later date. As you can see, the loading times are a bit shabby again, just like MotoGP in my last video, but nah, at the end of the day, the game is a powerful game. As you can see, we've got showing us the racetrack in a cinematic view, Brands Hatch Indy Circuit. The shadowing, absolutely superb. I find it just like MotoGP. I think I can't fault it in that way. One thing I can fault it for is that they don't use the dashboard cam anymore. I can't understand why they won't do that. I don't know if it's because the audience of the Grid 1 didn't like it, but isn't that why people played it all the time still? Which I know the PS3 servers and the PC servers stopped and the 360 stayed because the community was still there. But at the end of the day, the franchise had to move on, and I'm glad they've made a Grid 2. As you can see, all the displays are still the same. You've got the little mini map in the corner, you've got your rev counter with your miles per hour. I've changed it from K. Oh, yes, and there is your flashback. They're still using the flashback feature in Grid 2, which is quite good. As you can see, I came first, only did one lap unfortunately. I've got another video on this way. There we go. And I think we're in the Dubai course. I think they've got a license for this because it's a Formula 1 game. As you can see, the damage is absolutely awesome. I cannot fault the game on that damage. And also the advertisements you can use for your cars. You can upgrade your cars to Tier 2. So you go up from your Tier 1 to your Tier 4. But Tier 1 cars, they go Tier 2 and so on, so on. The body changes and also the engine power, of course. I don't do so good on this race. I crash into a lot of cars and put some corners. They do let you customise quite a tiny bit, but they let you customise more on the paintwork, which I like, but I like. No car still looks quite unique, only the colour of the car and also the pattern you can use. But some patterns look like they were made by a kid. It's okay. But there you go, I showed off the view. That's all the views you can have. I think that's quite pathetic for a racing game, especially when you've got games like Forza out there, which these games need to compete against and try and win over. I think it's done quite well for itself in sales. I think it's sold all over the world. I'm trying to think of other stuff I could fault it on. I can't fault it on the graphics wise because it looks superb, and Codemasters always make a good racing game. It's always intense. You never find a moment where you think, well, wow, I'm doing another lap and I'm bored as hell. Not like Forza. Forza's a brilliant game. To all your Forza fans out there, I absolutely love that game. But it just doesn't keep you hooked after about 5 laps. This does. This is just like, as you can see, like the screeching of the tyres, the sounds, something else. The sounds they've got down to a T. Every car sounds like it should do, to be honest. I think so much more better than the bike games you can get out there like MotoGP again. It sounds like a chainsaw. There you go, the crash of physics. Absolutely awesome. Superb. And you've got the rewind feature still, what I'm going to show now. Shows you what terminal damage, G's you went into the wall, other stuff like that. As you can see, the bumper just got stuck underneath the car. Nighttime circuits, superb, but it's still, out of all the circuits you can get the licence for out there, they haven't. They've just created other city circuits, gone out to them cities, had a look, made a racetrack out of them. It may be a real racetrack, but to me, I like proper racetracks, not circuit town racetracks. But cheers for viewing, have a good day. I'll put my next video on soon for you.